All right, let's jump right in. The food delivery scene in Singapore has just been hit by a massive shockwave. Seriously, with DoorDash pulling out, the entire game has changed. And if you're running an F&B brand, what you do in the next few months, well, it's going to decide if you thrive or if you get left behind. So let me ask you a question, and I want you to be really honest with yourself. Is your brand exposed? Are you maybe a little too reliant on those big delivery platforms? Because right now, that's one of the biggest risks your business is facing. And here's why that question is so critical. Look at this number, 93%. That is the slice of the entire $2.9 billion Singapore food delivery market, now controlled by just two companies, Grab and Foodpanda. This isn't just a market shift, folks. This is a full-blown duopoly. So how on earth did we get here so fast? I mean, it feels like this happened overnight, right? Well, it all started with the sudden collapse of a delivery giant. And understanding why they left is the key to understanding this new reality. It's a huge signal about who wins and who loses in this new ecosystem. I mean, just look at this timeline. It's wild. Deliveroo basically created the premium delivery space back in 2015. They were a huge player. But just 9 months after getting bought by DoorDash, poof, they were gone. And here's the thing. This wasn't a failure. This was a cold, hard, strategic calculation. So here's the why behind it all. It comes down to this. A standalone app that only does food just can't win against an ecosystem giant. These super apps have everything: rides, payments, loyalty points, the whole shebang. It creates this powerful super app lock-in. Think about it. You earn points on your Grab ride to work, and then you use those points for a discount on your lunch. It's just easy. It becomes a hassle to even think about using another app. That gives these giants a massive, almost unbeatable advantage. Okay, so what does this new duopoly actually mean for you, for your bottom line? Well, it's creating some intense new pressures. We're calling it the duopoly squeeze. And believe me, it's going to affect every single F&B business out there. Let's start with the most obvious pain point, right? The commission drain. We're talking 25 to 30% of your revenue on an order just gone, right off the top. In a business with already thin margins, that's a huge, huge hit to your profits. And if you think you're safe just because you're on a popular platform, think again. Look at this. Deliveroo's market share went into a free fall from a really strong 24% in 2020 all the way down to just 7%. It just shows how quickly things can change, leaving brands that depended on them completely stranded. And just when you thought it couldn't get any more complicated, here come new regulations. Starting in 2025, platforms will have to make CPF contributions for their riders. Now, these are good, necessary protections for gig workers, but let's be real. Who do you think is going to pay for it? Analysts are predicting the platforms will pass those costs right on to you, with potential fee hikes of up to 50%. So let's just recap, right? It all comes down to these 4 major pressures hitting you all at once. You've got the super app lock-in that traps customers. You've got the massive commission drain killing your profits. You've got a price war trap that cheapens your brand. And you're dealing with a local market that, let's face it, is often super sensitive to price. It's a tough spot to be in. Okay, that all sounds pretty grim, I know, but here's the good news. There absolutely is a way through this. We're going to pivot now from the problem to the solution. Let's talk about your omni-channel playbook. This is a clear 2-part strategy to take back control and protect your business. It really boils down to 2 things. You need an ops edge, which is all about making your operations smarter and more efficient. And you need a marketing edge, which is about building a brand that people actively seek out instead of just being another thumbnail on an app. So, for the ops edge, what are we actually talking about? Well, think about virtual kitchens. These are delivery-only kitchens that let you expand to new areas with super low risk. Or dark stores, these little hubs that get your premium orders out faster, so the quality is perfect every time. And of course, a killer click and collect systems. You bring customers to your door and keep 100% of that margin. Now for the marketing edge. This is where you really take back control. It's about targeting high AOV diners, people who value quality over a $2 delivery fee. How do you reach them? You build a real brand story. Don't just sell artisanal pizza. Tell them about your chef who trained in Naples. That's a story that justifies a premium price and builds a loyal following. It's the difference between being a commodity and being a destination. And this is so important. This isn't just about survival. It's not a defensive move. This is about completely reframing the situation and turning this massive market shift into your single biggest opportunity for growth. This really lays out the two paths in front of you. On one side, you've got platform dependency. You're a price taker, the app owns your customer data, and you're vulnerable to every fee hike. But on the other side, you have direct channel power. You own the customer relationship, you own the data, and most importantly, you own your profit margins. Okay, if you walk away with just one number in your head today, please let it be this one. Your goal should be to limit delivery platforms to under 40% of your total sales. That is the magic number. That is the key to protecting your business and building a future that you control. And here's the thing, you have to act fast. Right now, there's a small window of opportunity. The platforms need to keep their high-volume restaurants happy, so use your order history as leverage to negotiate those commissions down. Lock in any platform-funded promotions you can get before they disappear, and use this moment to take a hard look at your entire tech setup. So, you've put in all this work. How do you actually know if it's paying off? Simple. You've got to track your numbers. And there are 3 metrics you need to be absolutely obsessed with in 2026. First up, that golden rule again, your platform revenue dependency. Your number one mission is to get this number under 40%. Think of this as your resilience score. Next, your average order value, or AOV. By focusing on that premium experience, you should be aiming for at least a 15% lift in how much customers spend per order. This is your profitability score. And the last one, and maybe the most important, your direct channel growth. That means orders coming from your own app, your own website, your own QR codes. You should be aiming for at least 30% growth here, year after year. This is your independence score. So I'll leave you with this one final thought. The game has changed. The entire delivery landscape has been wiped clean and reset. The only real question left is, has your strategy